right. Let's see if I'm live. There we go, I am. So good morning. How's everybody on this Monday morning? I'm hoping this will be a really, like, when I say quick, you know, my quick ones are about an hour. Oh my gosh, that last one I did was like 2 hours. Thank you, Cindy. Hi, how are you today? And after I got done off my live, good morning, Catherine. Did you get your anniversary surprise date? No, was it an anniversary or just a surprise date? Anyway, you'll have to let us know where your husband ended up taking you if you want to share that with us. Hello, Amanda and Patricia. So, yeah, after I got done off that last live, Mr. Pixie, we were driving, and he's like, how long was that live? I said 2 hours. He's like, you know, you really should cut that back because people don't want to watch you that long. I'm like, well, they stayed on the live. They could have gotten off. I said, obviously they wanted to. Oh my gosh. Liz, hi. Your island is beautiful. I think when I private messaged you, I told you, that mojito, the inspiration is I have a bath towel in that color that I bought it actually a few years ago, and more than a few, I think. I love it so much that I had always said, as far as like, maybe I would do a wall color because it's really soft. And, but my goodness, your island, if somebody wants a pop of color and they like those light, like turquoise, teals, whatever you want to, aquas, right? Like you said, depending on the light, it's green or it's blue. That would be like a perfect one to use because it's just a beautiful, make a beautiful accent color without it being too bright. Anyway, so this morning, we don't have a time change in Arizona. So we are 11:55 a.m. Oh, 5 minutes to 12. Thought I better get this live done while Mr. Pixie is gone. He's going to be, it's his time for his annual blood work and all that. And something I have been needing on my nightstand is like a little tray because sometimes I like to put like cough drops or sometimes I kind of get a little heartburn. So I put Tums in there or a few other little, never candy. I never keep candy on my nightstand. But you know, sometimes you just need something. And instead of just having it laying on the nightstand, I thought, wait a minute. I've got some really super cute little silver trays that I bought. Oh, wait, what'd you say? We ended up doing deep. Oh my God, wait a minute. That was your surprise date? Your husband had you do yard work? I'm just kidding. Hey, if you enjoyed it, that's all that matters. I'm planning the next year trips to Florida and Utah. I'm sure you've been to like Destin and all that Panhandle. That's beautiful up there. I'd go back there. I've been to the other parts of Florida so many times. I have no desire to go back. Okay, so I'm going to work on, look how cute this is. It's really small. Oh, and it's funny. I bought it. I'm going to take the price off. I bought it on Facebook Marketplace and had it shipped. It was $12 I'm seeing here on the back. And I'm pretty sure whoever did this, I would imagine she probably researched the stamp. But you know what? I'm not going to worry about it. These are the kind of things I want to keep for myself. If they have value, I guess they have value. But anyway, this is what I'm going to work on. And what I want to do is do a little decoupage right in the middle, and then we'll paint the outsides. What I ended up doing too was I took a piece of decoupage paper that I absolutely love. And I went ahead and just copied part of it because I didn't want to use just a little part of this paper. I plan to maybe use that for something bigger. So it's got these roses, and my plan is to just do the rose bud. Now, I think what I'm gonna have to do, you can see me, let me tilt you a little bit. Wait a minute. Hold on. You're not in the holder very well. There we go. That way you can see that better. I'm going to prime it first. So I'm going to use our undercover primer because I am going to be using, this has a white background. So we'll get this primed and then I can dry it. Now our undercover primer is, whoa, that's way too much, I'm pretty sure, is a bonding primer. So if I'm going to say, if some of you, a lot of you are familiar with a brand, Dixie Belle's The Boss, which is their, if I'm not mistaken, that is their bonding primer. I'd say this is equivalent to that. Now the only thing, what brush do I want to use? I might as well just use this brush. It's our Turquoise Iris wash brush. And let's just get a quick coat. We want it white, right? Even though I'm only going to decoupage that little tiny heart shape down at the bottom, I'm going to go ahead and paint the whole outside white. Ooh, wait a minute, I might even do that. I kind of like that. So I'm not going to put a lot of emphasis. I like the way that's showing. I will be using other colors to do like the rest of the inside and the edges. And I think I like that, how you can still see some of that silver. So what I'll end up doing on the floral areas, I'll just dry brush that. So that's ready. Put that in my, I remembered my water today. I didn't turn my iPad on today. I thought, well, maybe today I just look from my phone, right? Okay. Oh, I need to go up. Okay. So what's the name of the product again? Christine? If you want a screenshot. Oh, wait a minute. What happened? That's not, hold on. I'm going to flip my camera. I must have touched it. Hold on. I can tell by, come on. There we go. Okay. I like to have my camera showing the right way so that you can see it. So it's undercover primer. It comes in white and brown, so it would be coconut and coffee. Comes in both. What I like the brown for is if I'm going to be painting with a darker color, it's easier and you get better coverage when you have a darker color under, or like a darker primer under a darker color. So that's why I have both. And some people like to tint their primers. They'll take the white and add just a little bit of the color they're going to use. So let's say I was going to use red. They might put a little bit of red into the white and make it a pink primer. But I still like to use the darker primer under like those dark colors. And I am hoping, because sometimes with these really slick surfaces, sometimes it's better to do like 2 coats. And I see where I kind of gathered a lot of the primer on the inside edge. Let's hope it's okay. I think it'll be okay. If I dry it properly, I think it'll be okay. Because I also, my friend gave me a box full of different ribbons and embellishments. And she gave me this, what looks like kind of like a string of little pearls that I think would be perfect to put in that heart-shaped area. Shauna, isn't that pretty? Hello, Gloria. Ooh, that gets hot. That gets hot. Woo! And you don't want to paint it when it's hot, right? You want to, I told you I used too much. Maybe I'll just scrape it back into the bottle, just so I'm not wasteful. Let me grab my towel and I'll just use that same brush that I was using. Let's see if I can scrape that in there. I can. That's what I love, love, love about these square little plastic dishes. You use the edge like a spout. And I get these from Chaulk Couture. Okay. I probably should start looking for them again. It was probably been more than a year ago I was looking for those. And I just couldn't find them at what I thought would be a good price to be able to resell them to you. So I just tell everyone, go to Chaulk Couture and buy them. And I like them. All right. Whoa, is that hot? Whew, okay, maybe I could, what else could I be doing while that's, it's like, maybe if I fan it? How does everybody else do it? I see Kathy dry hers all the time. But you know what? I can put that away. I don't need it. And the colors I want to use on the, I think I want to do is on the inside. After I put my piece of paper, my decoupage in that heart shape, I think I want to show you, for those of you who have not seen me mix white sand with another color to make a pink metallic, I think I want to do that. The only thing is, and I'm kind of bummed, maybe because it's the paper, the kind of paper I use. I just bought a brand new Epson printer, and that, right, Epsons are known to be photo printers. So I printed this on, I call it rice paper, it's mulberry paper, and it's not a white background, so I don't know if that's what changed my pink. So it's not, this is more of a rose, kind of a corally pink, compared to the actual paper I printed from, which is more the color I want to make. We'll see. I might have to do is a plan B, and maybe take a red and mix it with my white sand and make it more of a rose color. But we'll play. Okay. I think that's okay. All right. So this is the little corner I'm doing. This is another thing. I don't know, again, if this is my printer because it's brand new and I haven't printed. I think I printed one color sheet yesterday and it didn't happen, but it happened today. It's like the ink dripped, which is weird right here. But I think I can make it work. I'm thinking if I bring this, and you know, it's just a bedside tray. I probably shouldn't really fret about it. So if I bring it close enough to the edge, cover, you know, part of that with the white pearl bead thing I have, I think it'll be fine. Another thing I've never done, that usually I try to mark these and cut it out. I'm going to try something different. I'm in trouble if it doesn't work. I want to glue it in there, and then I want to take my water pen and do a rough edge while it's glued on. So wish me luck with that. Okay, now for my decoupage medium, when I'm using like my mulberry paper or rice paper, I like using my force field. Right? Oh, okay. This is in the bottle it comes in. I have the 32-ounce can, and I just reuse my bottles. I pour it into the bottle because you can save more money if you buy the big can. Like, for an example, I saw a sale come through for two 12-ounce bottles. Those are $20. I thought it showed, oh no, that was $22 a piece. Why did I think I saw it 26? Anyway, that would be 44. It's 52, I believe, if you buy the can. So instead of getting 24 ounces, you would get 8 more ounces if you spent like $8 more. But anyway, never mind. I tend to do this too much, and this is why my lives go too long. Okay, I think I'll go ahead and grab, I want to grab an old brush, and I want to really, really try and keep this in the center. So here's the thing. Most of you know, if you stick around for my lives till the end, I will scroll and I'll pick someone at the end of the live, and I usually try to go all the way down to where it's the end of comments. So you do want to comment. And what I want to do is gift someone, you know, a couple little bottles of the white sand and whatever I end up using to make my pink. Because this way, I want you to be able to play and make your own pink metallic. All right, so I'm going to get that. No. I can come down a little more, just trying to sit, like I said, just trying to avoid too much of that showing. So here we go. Hi, Teresa, how are you? You know, I think I'm going to do too. I'm going to go ahead and cut this right here. Because I think it'll make it easier, right? It'll make it easier to just, for the paper to seat right there. There we go. So I got the Epson that has the bottles this time. My Canon that I had, it's terrible. My Canon gave out on me, started giving me issues, and I only bought it in February, the end of February. And I was so disappointed. You know, you don't want to, you spend all this money and then it doesn't work. All right, so let's dry this. So I think that's what I'm supposed to do, right? Try something here. Let's dry that. Then I'm going to take my water pen, and I'm fingers crossed, right? Anyway, I just love listening to you tell about your former decor. Oh, used to do your goodest. Oh, thank you, Pam. You know, I'm always afraid, like, oh my God, am I just too boring? Because, you know, I'm really an introvert. You like that technique? I just want to go back. I know I thought, okay, if I use force field. Oh, yes, Liz. Force field you can use as a decoupage medium. Why is somebody walking up to my, unless he's training, somebody's walking up to my, or maybe he's training with my mailman. I'm like, who the heck? Okay, so anyway, I'm sorry. I'm like, well, hopefully it's nobody that needs me for anything. Sorry, I'm looking, this is my front window, to the street. Anyway, so force field works the best, in my opinion, either with, actually with the rice papers. And I like to also use them with, you know, the thicker, like, scrapbook paper. The only thing is make sure that you have a base coat of like paint or the primer first if you're doing it on like raw wood, because it just wants to soak right into the wood. So I try to have nice good coats of whether it's primer or my paint. And yeah, I still might need, if I'm going to, and again, this is with the thicker papers, I still might need to add like extra thick coats of the force field. Meltdown works wonderfully too. Both our sealers do. All right. All right, here we go. Wish me luck. I wanted to show you, you get a 6-pack. We have a 6-pack of these that we sell for $17. I think these are $17 and the paint's $13.50. You know, I forget. And I actually forget. I haven't used my watercolors in ages, but you get 6 pens. They have 6 different tips. They're great if you have kids because they can share them. So here goes nothing. Here goes nothing. I guess if I ruin it, then I just paint it, right? Sometimes mulberry paper is a little bit harder. I'm having a hard time right now. I think I'm too nervous. A little bit harder to peel because it's got fibers in the paper. Come on now. I don't know. I'm almost thinking go back and just trim off. I think that's the problem. Oh, I am making a mess. You know what? I don't know if I can even trim it at this point. Let's try it though. It's better than how it's looking right now. I'm making a big mess. I probably could take maybe on my other side, I can take the cutter, maybe cut the edge, right? The other side's dry. Thinking this is just such a small area. I think I need to buy some new blades. Let's see. You know, I bought this other paper a long time ago, not this one. I bought some calligraphy paper, thinking, I wonder if that could be used like a rice paper. And I mean, I bought that, gosh, way back before I bought my printers. And I think the reason I didn't use it is because when I tried it, it was, the ink was smearing. I didn't have the right kind of printer with the right kind of ink. So I might have to try it because it's actually a different kind of paper. I don't know what made me decide to even buy that and try it. Maybe the cost. It was so cheap. And like I said, that was calligraphy paper. Come on. Let's see. The other side's a mess. I'm thinking I might have to like put a bigger, like a thicker piece of trim, because this pearl trim I was going to use, I'll show it to you. I don't think it's going to work for what I want. Well, it would have worked. But now I made a mess of my edges on this side. But I think I could cover them. Darn it. Darn it, darn it. See, there's a piece of fiber right there. Yeah, I need to order some new blades. Oh my gosh. This cutter is probably as old as when I used to wallpaper. Way back when I was a single mom, and you've probably heard me tell this story, but there's some new people on here. Wallpapering was a way for me to make extra income. At the time I was living in San Diego, and the cost of living, you know, in San Diego has always been high. So I always try to find ways, especially during the holidays. It's like child support was never enough when you want your kids to have a nice holiday. And back then, sometimes what I would do if I could afford to, being that I'm Jewish, I would do the 8 days of Hanukkah, right? So every night the kids got a gift. And then I would do Christmas too. I never wanted my children to feel slighted in any way. And so I would just find ways to make extra income. And I would wallpaper. Oh my gosh. You know what? I'm going to put a coat of force field on here to keep some of those fibers down. And I'll be able to cover that edge. Grab a tissue. I'll be able to cover that edge up with something. It won't be that noticeable. And it's going by my bedside table, right? All right. Let's get that covered. It can be drying while we get our paint ready. Now, I think I do want, even though I've got the primer on here, I could use the primer again as a white, but I think I'm just going to use some white paint. So let me find, I'm going to use, actually off-white, I'm going to use Cream Puff. God, I hope I ordered some of this. I just had my mailman was bringing me a delivery of paint, and I hope I ordered it. Sometimes I start running out of colors after I place my paint orders. I can't even imagine what I'm paying in shipping every time, right? Come on. So let's get a base coat of cream. So if you're, that's Cream Puff. It's a beautiful, I like to call it a vintage white. Very creamy white. Very, very creamy white. We're going to use our 3/4 inch angle brush. It's from the Turquoise Iris. We carry it on our website. Actually, what we do is we private label her brushes for her and sell them through our website. You can find her products through her website, I believe, and you might be able to find it through some of the people that sell our products. I was going to get a list of all that on our website, but I could not figure out how to set up Google Maps. Like I said, on my website. And you know what? A lot of people are like, oh, go to Fiverr and all these companies, hire somebody from there to help you. You know what that means? You are giving. For me, I'm not going to do that because I see it as now I've given some person I don't even know permission to get into my website and have access. Now, no one ever has access to like payment, like your credit cards, because I don't even have that. That's all private. That's why a lot of times, but anyway, to me, it's like, how about addresses, email addresses? I don't want anybody having your information. So I just try to figure out how to do stuff myself. If I can't figure it out, then I ask my daughter Mio, because she's more techie on that kind of stuff, but she's super busy right now. She's doing a lot of traveling and taking pictures of weddings. I think she's in Northern California right now on a job. If you need a great photographer, you should look at her portfolio, miobaclini.com, and she travels. So I'm going to give my own daughter a little plug there. She helps me when she can. I want to do something up here, I think, with the white sand. But you know what? Just to show you, I'm going to barely, you saw I have a tiny bit of paint left on my brush. I'm going to barely touch the top. I want that tarnished silver to show. There we go. I like that. All right. I need to dry it. It's going to get really hot again. But I want to dry it because I want to get another coat. And it's something I've never done, but I love it when I see it done, is how they stripe. Anyway, maybe I could, I don't know, could use forced, oh yeah, sorry, I'm way behind on, oh my God, I'm so behind. Maybe I should have kept my pad on. Janice, thank you. I think it will be very pretty. It's going to be like just the perfect little tray on my nightstand. Thank you, everybody. Keep using water. Yeah. Well, you saw I ended up. Hello from Kentucky, West Michigan, Cheryl. Here we go. Okay, I think I'm caught up. So I think I want to put another coat of cream puff. And then because I'm thinking maybe I could do like some little, maybe some freehand stripes. I don't know. Or should I take a pen? Right? Because it's going to need something up those sides. It's hot, but let's go for it. Let's go for it. You people don't have all day. All right. And, oh, Mr. Pixie probably won't be too much longer. And then I think we've got to go to Costco. Oh, my gosh. And Costco's Costco's an hour away. We try to go to, I live in Sedona, just in case you didn't know. And for us to go to Costco is an hour away in a town called Prescott. And then we have a Sam's Club, which is owned by the Walmart Corporation, which is like a Costco. That's 45 minutes away, but that you have to go up north. So yesterday it was sprinkling here and we didn't look at the weather really well. So we decided we're going to go to Sam's Club, and I don't think we were gone maybe 30 minutes at most. We ended up turning around and coming back. It started snowing and the highway, the freeway started icing up so bad. Mr. Pixie, I saw several cars that had probably gone off the road because they were probably driving dumb, right? And when they're icy roads, you can't be driving super fast. So he saw one that had actually flipped. So at some point now we're thinking there's got to be an accident because the freeway became like at a dead stop and barely inching up. So he's like, you know what? There's an exit a mile up. Do you want to just turn around and go back home and we'll do this another day? And that's what we did. We never even made it. So today I think he's decided maybe we go to Costco because that we can travel south. Now Prescott gets snow, but not like Flagstaff. All right, so here we go. I think that'll be okay. Now what I want to do, like I said, I don't think my violet lemonade's going to be the right shade of pink. So let me grab my red velvet cake and my candy apple. Well, maybe while that's drying, we can just kind of play, and I've done this before, but let's do I'm going to show you. I think that was my force field. No, that was my force field. I'm going to show you how you can make a really pretty pink metallic. Wait, I don't know, let's do that. Let's put that aside. Typically, I love how the violet lemonade and the white sand look together. I know it's not going to be the right pink, but we're going to do it anyway. And I'll just get a piece of white copy paper. I'll get a piece of white copy paper just to kind of show you what the difference would be. Let's set this aside for a minute till I decide, right? And actually, you know, it might be, it's still drying. Okay, maybe once it's dry, I'll put a coat of the white sand first and then we'll put the pink on top. So white sand is our white pearly metallic. What's that? I love to look at the snow, but I hate. Yes, Teresa, we hate, same with us. All right, we're not going to need a whole lot, but I want to show you. Well, we'll need at least that. Probably not for the pink. So, ooh, something in the air. I'll show you this because it's one of my favorite pinks. I like to start with just like a couple of drops first. Then what I like to do, I just like to mix it with the end. Many times I'll take the bristles, but just mix it with the end. I might have put too much pink in there, actually. Nope. Nope, I didn't. Sometimes I do, because that's probably about the shade. But I'll show you. You'll see it's way, 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 way too pink. Now, if you bought our breast cancer awareness banner, which is still available, it's $15 on the website, you get 2 bottles of paint. You get, and it's just the little, you know, sample sizes. You get a bottle of white sand, you get a bottle of violet lemonade, because the paper that comes with that kit is the brighter pinks like this, some beautiful pinks. But I'm going to show you, see, it's not the right shade. But let's do this anyway. Just so you can see. And you can see it's not like our chalk paint. You might need a couple of coats, because white sand, like I said, is more of a pearly. You could even paint something a solid color, let it dry, and let's do that. Let it dry, and then you go back over it with the white sand. And let's kind of do that just so that you can see after, but you have to let the chalk paint dry before you do that. That's my recommendation. This might even be easier for you than trying to make a metallic. You might like this better. So you can see how well, if you're just using the violet lemonade straight, how well that covers on the white. So let's let that dry. Let me grab a couple more trays. Well, I think I can use this tray. So let's do another one. Let's try white sand. Let's just try red velvet cake. I have both red velvet cake and candy apple. We'll try them all, because I really, really want you to see. Let's shake that a little bit. I want you to see the difference between the pinks. I think I'll put some on the side here because I do want to. Oh, I do want to paint a solid. I'm going to put 1 dot just because I didn't put as much white sand. All right. Right. And you can already see the difference in the pinks. And this is red velvet cake I just mixed. Let me grab another brush here. Oh, I got tons of brushes. Okay, uh-oh. I just dripped here. So here we go. And then I'll show it to you. I'll use that drip for the solid. That one might work, and I'm going to try our other red. Hold on. My brush is wet, but you'll get the idea, right? That's red velvet cake. So you see, can you see the difference? See how rosy that is compared to how much brighter that is? Okay. And now let's do, I might be able to put another coat of the red velvet cake. Now let's do candy apple. Candy apple is more of our true red. I'll go ahead and just put a dot here. I won't need much. And then we'll see which one I end up using. Now, sometimes the reds want to kind of take over. I might have dropped in a little bit too much there. Because I did. I lit a little too much of the candy apple. I wanted a lighter pink. So let's see how that, if I kind of doubled my white sand. It's really similar. It's just a little different than the one with the red velvet cake. Let me grab another brush. Whoops. And I think that's red velvet cake. I don't want to get that. Let's do it here. It's going to be, I'll put it up here so you can kind of see. Really, really similar. Let's dry it. I don't even know if you can see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. There we go. Let me get this stuff out of your way. We'll go ahead and dry those two, put another coat. But I would say candy apple's a little brighter, a little bit more to the true pink, whereas the red velvet cake really is very, very rosy. And should be able to put a coat of each. That's this one, it's no big deal. Let me get that. Get the excess water because I want to show you that. So this is our candy apple. And you can see how much, there you go. Right? So we have the candy apple mix, and that's that one. That's candy apple here. That's red velvet cake. So you can see there's a little bit of a difference, right? Let me, just because I want to do it, let me go ahead and put that other coat of red velvet cake on top here. Yeah, I can see the difference. It may not be a huge difference. Now, when I see it with my paper, I'm thinking the red velvet cake is the way I want to go. It definitely has a more rosy, peachy, orange cast. I don't know. But thank you, Connie. So I hope this will give you an idea. You can use white sand with all your colors, your greens, your blues, your yellows, your purples, to make more like these pastel-y kind of shades of a metallic. I love, love playing with this kind of stuff. So put that in the trash so I don't get paint everywhere. Put this aside. I am going to, like I said, I'm going to use our turquoise iris. I'm going to go ahead and base coat the inside of this with white sand. And I may end up having to just kind of freehand a stripe. I've never done it before. White sand, I'm telling you, is absolutely beautiful. When it dries, it has that whole pearl, that pearlesque look. You know, the only thing, it's not that real opaque coverage that the rest of our metallics will give you. But it's so, so versatile. I'm going to go ahead and just base coat that on top. There we go. Yeah, I'm not sure how. I'm thinking, should I just, I mean, I guess all I can do is maybe freehand my stripe, which I've never done. Never done stripes or checks in these trays, and I see so many people doing it. A lot of my affiliates do stripes and checkers and all that good stuff. Whoops. So, whoops, I can see. Sometimes that's why you want to do a couple of coats, because you're putting thin coats on. You want to make sure you've covered everything. I don't know how much, I think you can see the sheen, right? I can kind of see it in my phone, right? Okay. So I'm thinking, what do I do with my pink? Start here and then just start here, right? Maybe using the thicker brush, I'm thinking. But I better, if I'm going to use red velvet cake, I need to make some more. So I've got a bunch on my side right here that I might be able to use. Just mix it in there. And then it doesn't go to waste. I think I need to make more. What's the worst that can happen, right? I don't like it, I paint over it. That's what I always say. I want to make sure I have enough. I'm gonna mix a little bit more in there. You know, it's funny, I'm looking at this, I'm like, maybe I needed to add, maybe I needed to make it with candy papaya, but I really wanted it pink. I can see the pink inside my rosebud, but not so much on this bigger area. It's very orangey. Very orangey. Maybe I do this. Wait. No. All right, hold on. I'm going to grab my candy papaya. It's right here. Now, our candy papayas are dark orange. I'm going to mix it. I'm going to put a drop in there and see what happens. See if we can make it a little bit more on the orange side. So anyway, I was telling you, yeah, if you get the, oh, that's better. The breast cancer awareness kit, you get these 2 paints. You get violet lemonade and white sand, plus banner pieces and paper and ribbon, all that for $15. The paint alone is a value of $13, so spend $2 more and you get all the other goodies. All right. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. I'm with friends, right? I think I'm going to start up here. I don't know. Oh, but I didn't. Okay. You know what? I can't. I've got to let go and just try it. I'm already fretting. Because I fret when it comes to this stuff. Maybe if my edges were like if it was square, because now I'm thinking, oh no. Because I don't want it right there, but what if it comes out right there? What if see, this is why people measure. This is why people measure. Okay, that's that one. Okay, I think I'd say there's one more to go, right? Right here. And I was thinking, hey, that's not bad for the first time. I could come back later, you know, after it's all done, and maybe do a gold, because you know I love my gold, a gold edge. I have a gold pen. Maybe I could just use a gold pen, right? And I have gold bling. Maybe that's what I should do. Put some gold bling along that edge, and it'll hide it. So now I've got some of my pink. Just want to take a little off. Since I have some on my brush, let's just touch the top of, let's just touch the top of the flower. Oh, I need to come up. I see what I forgot. I have to come up on the edge too. Okay. Oh, I got so excited that, here, like that, right? Oh, that's better. All right, let's see what I have. Let's put that. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to, I think I can live with all that. Now, let me see. Like I said, this, I'll show you the trim. I really wanted to use this one, but I'm afraid, whoops. Let's see. This would be really pretty here. I might be able to. It's just to cover the edge. Oh, I think I'll be able to. My paint's wet, so let's see if I can get this dried a little bit so I can work with the glue and the beads. So are you all confident you can make a pastel color using white sand and one of your favorite colors? I'm confident you can do it. Hi, Debbie. What are you making? Oh, a brownie cake. Yum. It's just paint. If you don't like it, that's it, Marie. That has been my motto ever since I used to paint walls. It's just paint. Okay. Now I have my glues. My favorite glue. Let's just go for it, right? Let's see. I could start here, or I can start here. Whoops. And you probably should clean your hands a little bit. I have a rag. Let me take this paint off my hands. Okay. Let's do that. Now let me dry them. Dry them right on my apron. All right. So I just want to get a feel. I think that'll work. I think it will. And I like the thought of like the little pearls, because this is such a sweet tray that I feel like, you know, like pearls, right? Like pearls are better than rhinestones. I'm not going to say they're better. Love, love, love my rhinestones. I think in this case, I think I like the pearls better though. I'm going to go ahead and just put glue all over this since it's a small amount. Oh, also, you know, in that banner kit, you're going to get a little tiny sample size of this. It's even smaller than this. It's so cute. And you're going to get the picker pen if it's for, and a bag of rhinestones. Give you a lot for $15. Also right now, you might want to take advantage because they are selling. We have our mystery Christmas bundle. I only made 44 of them, and that's because we have 44 colors. Every bundle comes with a different paint color, so you won't even know if it's a chalk paint or a metallic. My daughter, who packs all this for me, she doesn't even know. So you wouldn't be able to message me and say, can I have a metallic, or can I have this chalk paint color? Because I have wrapped every single paint up in a turquoise color bubble wrap bag so that it's a surprise even when you get it and open it. So you want to make sure you check that out. It's 20 bucks. You're going to get a paint. You're going to get a mold. Every mold is different as well. What the molds are, they are samples that were sent to me. I'm looking for my little scissors. Yeah, there were samples that were sent to me. So I have only one of each. And you're going to get a full package of Pixie Doh, right? That alone is a $12 value. Whoops, I cut it too short, you guys. I'm busy trying to tell you about our little deals going on right now. So anyway, you don't want to wait too long. They are selling quick for $20. I put down that it's $47 value, but the truth is it was more than that. I just got tired of calculating all the pennies and nickels and dimes. You get all sorts of things in that little bundle. I've had people buy more than one, probably because they feel good. They're going to get more than one color paint, right? And they're not going to duplicate their mold. But there's so much in there that I've already forgotten. Oh my gosh, look. And what I am going to do, Oh no, I won't even need to do that. What I'm thinking. I was about to say, I'll seal it. I don't need to because metallics don't need to be sealed. But I'm so proud of myself, you guys. The heart paper didn't come out the way I had hoped, but it works because I'm hiding the edges with the pearls. So hold on a second, because we are going to pull a name. I'm going to send you a sample of white sand and a sample. Oh, they're perfect timing. Mr. Pixie just drove up. And a sample of violet lemonade, all right? No, you know what? If you win, you're going to get white sand. I want you to pick the magical chalk paint color you want to make your own color of metallic, okay? So I don't care what color it is. It could be blue, purple. But you need to message me. If I pick your name, you have to message me with your pick, okay? So we are going to... Oh, what did I do? Hold on. You guys, I'm going to take you off this for a minute. It's hard to... Okay. We are going to... I'm trying not... Okay. Try to go to the bottom. Oh, we must have gone to Tractor Supply, bought birdseed. Okay, Cindy Anderson Partain. Are you still on the live? Cindy Anderson Partain, because, oh, do you want me to do the gold? Is that what we're talking about? I can. Well, Mr. Pixie wants to go out of town. I just thought I'd jump on and try to get this quickly done, but I probably will end up putting the gold on those stripes. Cindy, are you here? Because I need you to message me your address. And okay, Cindy, I need you to message me your address, and you're going to get white sand in any color. Go to our website, look at our chalk paint colors. That's the chalk paint colors. And you tell me which one you want. And I would love to challenge you to make your own metallic color using white sand and whatever chalk paint color. So make sure you message me that information. Congratulations. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. Have a great day. Love you. I'll be on again sometime this week. All right. Bye.